So that James Harden double step back that happened the other day went pretty viral. People were going crazy, like he's traveling, all this stuff, right? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna give you a version of it that's completely legal for high school, really any league, so you can be good to go with it and you don't have anything to worry about. Coach Jesse Muench with Get Handles Basketball. We train harder and smarter so you can play like the pros. If that's something you're looking to do, subscribe and click the bell icon. First things first, there's one that he normally does that is kind of a borderline travel for younger players. I'm gonna link you in the description down below a full breakdown of it. At the end of the video, I'll also link it for you and I'll have it in the comments as well. But basically what he'll do with it is, he'll do it from like a crossover or even from a regular dribble. But from there, he's gonna step back in, gather the ball here, and in the NBA, there's this rule called the 0 step. So this step here doesn't count yet because he's still got his hand on the side of the ball in a pretty legal position. And then once he gets here, this is his 0 step, and then he hops back 1, 2. I know that looks really bad. In high school, you're probably gonna get called for a travel. This variation is gonna help you with that. But the one that was really controversial was definitely a travel, even by NBA rules. He came like this, gathered the ball here, hopped back, and then took this other hop back. And there was movement back from the get-go too. He was like here. So it was really, really bad. It was like 4 steps. That one was definitely a travel, even by NBA standards. So this variation is going to give you a way to get that kind of separation so you can get a lot more shots off without having to worry about getting those calls on you, and it's going to throw your defender off because usually when a player makes a movement back, that's pretty much all they do, and then they look to either shoot or attack from there, right? This variation is going to give you that extra step back after it so you can create that extra separation that they don't see coming. So all we're going to do is you can do it from a crossover, you can do it from a dribble and a jab in, but typically you'll want to set it up with a step forward, okay? From there, all we want to do is one of two things. Keep in mind how the refs call things in your league. Most refs, though, they'll let you take steps and not count your steps when your hand is in a legal dribble position. So technically, when I'm dribbling the basketball, I can take a million steps. I can stutter step. There's nothing illegal about that. So you could take advantage of that by having your hand in a legal position while dribbling the basketball and then take those extra steps and be good to go with most leagues. Some still might blow the whistle on that, right? So here's the variation that you could be 100% certain you're never gonna get that call on you. And it might look a little bit dangerous, but it's really not if you think about it. We're gonna break it all down though. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push the basketball back either with a crossover motion, or if you're gonna do like a regular dribble step back, you'd wanna do a little bit more of an in and out motion to push the basketball back more. And all you're gonna let the basketball do is float on its own like that. So from the regular dribble, that's how it looked like, and from the crossover, that's how it looked like. You're just gonna let it float on its own and then take those steps. That way you never have to worry about getting that travel call on you. Now I know some people might say, well, if you let it float that long, that might be called a self-pass. If you keep the ball tight to you, 99% of the time, that's not a call you're gonna get made on you. And the ball you might think is too exposed and it might get stolen. Really not gonna have a problem there either because you're pulling the ball away from the defender. Unless your defender is like super aggressive and really hounds you and keeps playing you tight, then you might wanna keep that in mind. But if you also focus on keeping your body kind of turned and the ball back by your hip here, as you're moving, you can use this off arm to protect the basketball. So a little tactic you can add into the mix. Now let's say this move doesn't work out for you. You're gonna need a counter move that you can count on, right? So you can get past your defender or create space for a shot. So right here I've got another YouTube video with 10 different crossover moves. You can add those all in after this and they're all one dribble moves. You're gonna love that video. It's got thousands of views and helped thousands of players. I think it'll help you a lot too. If this video helped, click the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon to catch the newest videos, and I'll see you in that video next.